What's up, bro? How you doing today? Yeah. Depressed and you feel like killing yourself? Alright, say no more. Keep watching this video. Today I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna teach you how to make friends. But before we go any further, there's three questions we need to ask ourselves. Why should I make any friends? Where do I make the friends? And the most important, how do I make the friends? So why you should make friends, it's as simple as life itself. One of our main purposes on this life is to have a sense of belonging, to feel accepted for who we are. So that when you're hanging out with people or you're around people that you like, you don't have to feel like you're trying to be someone else. You can just be yourself and they like you for that person. There was a statistic I heard a few months ago about how social isolation, not having any friends, was as harmful as smoking a pack of cigarettes every day. Or if anything, it was more harmful, which is fucking crazy. It just doesn't make sense to me. But therein shows the importance of mental health these days. Well, it's always been important, but we know about it more now. So it's really important to have friends, all right? And you might say, well, I'm an introvert, so I don't need friends. I'm pretty happy making memes online that people can laugh at every day. Shut up, bitch. All right, you might say, oh, I'm pretty close to my family and I can tell them anything and, I've got a great support system at home. It's not the same thing, all right? I'm trying to get better at it, but around my family, I'm a bit of a dick. I'm a bit moody. I act as if I don't have enough time for them, which is not good, and I'm going to work on that. But around my friends, well, shit, I feel like the funniest, sexiest, big dick motherfucker out there. At least that's how I feel. And that's one of the most important things, is how people make you feel. So it is important to have friends. We cannot live without them. And there's nothing better than having good friends, that you don't have to put a mask on and pretend to be someone else, because there's nothing more draining than that. And oppositely, there's nothing, is that a word? There's nothing more energizing than when you can actually be yourself around people and they like you for that person, or at least tolerate you. Where to make friends? The easiest place to make friends is through work or through school. If you don't have a job because you're a fucking bum, or if you don't go to school because you're an idiot like me, well, the third next best place to make friends is at the gym. And what do these three places have in common? Frequency. When you keep seeing the same people at the same time every day, you almost build up like this internal connection for that person, a curiosity. At the gym, for example, you keep seeing the same person every day at the same time, you're going to be thinking, oh, I see that guy here all the time. I wonder, does he have the same job as me or something? We must have the same job. We must both be fucking losers. And so when the curiosity comes in, that's when people are more reciprocal. They're a bit more open. Because a lot of people out there are suspicious, or they already have friends. They don't want any more friends. So look, it's hard making friends, but I'm going to make it easy for you. If there's one thing I'm good at in this world, it's making friends. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I've done a lot of work and research. It sounds so sad. I was just so afraid that I was going to die alone. But no, there's a YouTube channel called Charisma on Command that gives like these simple tips about how to be more charming and likable and stuff like that. And it really fucking works. Because now I find in most interactions I can make friends pretty easy. I'm a pretty likable guy. So the gym, I would say, or hobbies. If you do like MMA or some kind of sports, or like topless jet skiing on a Sunday afternoon, something really niche, where you're going to see the same people every day. Again, frequency is the best, easiest way to make friends. Let's make it easy. So you're at the gym, and now it's time to make friends. How to make friends? Arguably the hardest thing to do in the world, or the easiest if you're a social athlete like this guy. I can make friends any place, anytime, anywhere. If you're a beginner, I'm going to try and make it really easy. So, because you're frequently seeing the same person every day, I think it's a little bit awkward if you don't say hi, or if you don't acknowledge their existence or their presence. So if you see a guy or a girl that you're interested in making friends with, maybe they're a similar age or they've got a physique that you really like, that you would like to learn from them how to get to where they got to, start off small. Like in dating, don't be too eager or too intense too soon. So start off small, acknowledge their existence. If you're walking by them or you catch them making eye contact with you, you don't even have to say anything, just so give them the bro nod, you know? And when you do this, let's say 4, 5, 6 days in a row, or over a 2-week span, they'll feel pretty comfortable to get to know you as a person. And then it's time to do the harder part, which is making a conversation, approaching the person. In my experience, I find the 2 best ways to approach someone and get a conversation going why is it spicy? Is to ask a question or to give them a compliment. For example, por ejemplo, one dude that I had acknowledged his existence a few times, and he's really buff, so I knew he was experienced in the gym. You want to ask a genuine question, by the way, not just a stupid question, but ask a genuine question. So my elbow started to hurt when I started to increase the weight of my forearm curls. And because he was experienced, I thought, okay, this guy's going to know what I should do. So I just went up to him and I was like, hey, bro, what's up? Gave him a little knuckle touch. And I was like, I just wanted to ask you something. When I'm doing forearm curls, my elbow's getting really sore. I increased the weight like last week, and that's when I started having the problem. I was just wondering, do you got any tips? And he was like, yeah, bro, stop being a pussy. No, but what he really said was, yeah, man, get some lifting straps. That'll help ease the tension and whatever. And I was like, sick, thanks, bro. And you can leave it at that. Give them a little knuckle touch. Advanced tip is to ask them their name or introduce yourself. Just be like, oh, okay, cheers. Hey, I'm Ryan, by the way. You shake their hand or give them a knuckle touch. Knuckle touch is the best physical touch for someone that you don't know that well. No one's going to refuse a knuckle touch. But yeah, introduce yourself, then you get to know their name. This is going to help so much later in the future. And you don't want to linger around too long, you know? You don't want to find out this guy's life story in the first day. Make it short, make it quick. You've already done the best thing you could do in the span of a day, and you've opened with a conversation. All right? The next thing you do now is you know this guy's name, and you're going to find out where he lives, and you're going to murder his whole family. But what you're really going to do is the next time you see him, you know, if he gives you the eye contact again, you give him a nod, you could walk over and you want to smile on your face like he's suddenly your best friend. Dap him up maybe, you know, just fake it till you make it, fake confidence, dap him up and go, let's say his name is Peter. That's a shit name. Let's say his name is Alex, all right? Yo, Alex, what's up, bro? You give him a little dap up or a knuckle touch or whatever. And then you can start making more conversation. Ask him another question like, what are you training today? Cherry on top. That is the best question to ask someone in the gym because they're always going to have an answer. They're there for a reason. Ask them what they're training that day. And then just be like, oh yeah, cool, I'm training back today. I train back every day, 5 days a week. It's the only thing I train. But yeah, you know, and then maybe sprinkle in a compliment. Just be like, yeah, bro, I love your biceps, man. Where did you get them? Or be like, you must be training biceps like every day, bro. Those are some sick biceps. Yeah, I fucking love biceps. Yeah. So that's it, basically. Nah, okay. But one important tool is pay attention to facial expression and body language. If you go up to someone and you try taking these steps and you could look at their face and they look kind of like not happy to see you, or that they wish you would just go away, or they don't have time to talk to you. Because there's a lot of suspicious people out there who maybe already have enough friends, they don't want any more friends. Take the hint, all right? If he's leaning his body to the left like he wants to get back to his set, take the hint and just leave him to it. You know? Make it short and sweet. Maybe he's not a nice guy and maybe he's not going to be a good friend, so move on to the next one. But pay attention. Don't be that fucking weird guy that goes up to people. He thinks you're his best friend because you've spoken once, and he, you know, there's nothing really to say, and he's just standing there thinking of something to say, and he just says some stupid shit that doesn't mean anything. Don't be that guy. All right, have a little bit of competence, like look out for social cues. But this is the best way to make friends, through frequency, starting off slow and gentle, like a gentle caress. And then working your way up to a conversation by either by asking a question or offering a compliment. I train with this girl at the gym that I made friends with every day, 2.5 hours a day. And it all started was because I started with these steps. I'd say hello to her. Eventually we'd have some small talk, short conversations. And then I was genuinely curious. This girl has an amazing physique. I was genuinely curious, how can I up my game? Because I was seeing some gains, but not enough. I wanted to look like this girl. In a non-gay way, in a non-trans way. I didn't want to turn into a woman or anything, but like she just had a respectable physique. So I went up to her, I had a conversation with her, and I was just like, hey, by the way, I was just wondering if you would mind, could I tag along for one of your training days one day? I just feel like I could learn a lot from you. You've got a really nice physique. She was like, yeah, all right, sure. I don't see why not. And we trained back, obviously, because I only ever train back. And that was the beginning of something new. Every day since that day, this was like 6 months ago, we've been training together. And there is nothing better than training with someone at the gym as opposed to training alone. Sometimes it's nice to train alone, but it's better with a friend because you're killing two birds with one stone. You get to hang out with someone and build muscle at the same time. It's a win-win situation. And it's going to change your life, I promise you. Like, whenever there's a day that she's not at the gym or I don't go to the gym, like, we actually kind of miss each other, you know? It's not the same. You don't get the same workout in. You push each other a lot more and you learn so much. My physique has changed incredibly. I've seen so much gain since I started working out with her because she's taught me so much. And the last lesson I'm going to leave you with, and this is going to sound really fucking harsh and fucked up. Friendships are transactional. And you might have some friends that you're thinking, nah, like we just love each other for who we are, dog, you know? That's just how it goes. Nah, everybody's friends with people because they're looking for some value. And they're giving value. It's got to go both ways. So in this case, I'm going to be honest, I used this girl. I just wanted to know how to get my body in better shape. And through that, she's gotten value from me, which is that I've just kept her company and we get along well and she enjoys working out with someone else. If I was a fat creep loser who smelled like Doritos and cum that just wanted to use her, she wasn't going to work out with me. She would have told me to fuck off, or she would have accepted it. We would have had that one session and then she would have avoided me like the plague. You have to bring value to the table. You can't just be friends with someone, expect to learn from them, or even just have their friendship and not give anything back. And one way to give back is just by being a likable person. And in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to do just that. How to become more likable, that people actually want to stick around you and people want to be friends with you and like you for who you are. I'm really proud of myself for working so hard lately. I have been off work, but I've been grinding like fuck. I've been recording videos, I've been editing, I've been scripting. So I'm really working hard on consistency and frequency because I want to do what I've done never before, which is actually bring you some value, because I really want to help you to live a life that you're proud of living and you like who you are. Because I used to be a fucking fat loser creep that smelled of Doritos and cum. And ignorance was bliss. I didn't know any better. But now in my life where I'm more confident, I'm better looking, my body looks better, I make friends easily, my friends like me, my relationship with my family is great. Like, all of these great things come through self-improvement, and I want to help you get on this path and teach you all of the lessons that I've learned. The one thing I know I need to work on is structure. The structure of my videos are fucking shocking. It's all over the place. So that's something I promise I am going to get better with, because I want to make the most value for the least amount of time and make it worth your while. So thank you so much for joining me in this journey. I really appreciate your time. Until the next one, do it with me. Breathe deep. Smile big.